Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca. I'm an ichthyologist, a fish biologist, but also a PhD student studying lower-card catfish and their morphology, their evolution. So today I'm hopefully going to do a quick video on just the different variants and types of Baryancistrus xanthellus, also known under the common name as the Gold Nugget Pleco. So there's 4 L numbers that apply to this species and 1 LDA number. I won't really touch on the LDA number almost at all. So Baryancistrus xanthellus is in sort of what I say the true Baryancistrus, because there are some that aren't actually placed within that genus when looking at them in the phylogenetic context. So there's quite a few species in this genus, but we generally only see around 3 in the trade. The most popular obviously being the Gold Nugget Pleco, also known, well, the scientific name is Baryancistrus xanthellus. And there's 3 L numbers that commonly get mentioned, and the other one is a bit more of a iffy one. So I'm going to go in sort of numerical order. The first one is L18. L18, I've got an example here, so if I move it closer and then hopefully it will zoom in or focus on this specimen somewhat. I think even then, oh, there we go. You can see that this specimen has, these are obviously preserved. They have been preserved in formalin. That's a better view. They have been preserved or fixed in formalin, and therefore the coloration is almost totally lost, hence why they're a lot more paler than you'd expect. So this is L18 or L18. This is the variant that's commonly associated with having very little seams and some medium-sized spotting. The issue with this this series I'll explain in a bit. The next one is the one that was, so why is it's focusing on, oh, there we go. So this is L81, and this wasn't always associated with Baryancistrus xanthellus, but when I emailed the scientists involved in the description of the species, they did confirm that L81 was a member of Baryancistrus xanthellus, and therefore it's the same, well, it is the same species. So L81, although this is probably, in a way, the numbers don't coordinate with how different they all are. This one is obviously larger, and the larger the fish is, the more, I'm trying to get the camera focus, please. This one has the smaller spotting, and the seams aren't any different from L81, L18, L177, but this is a more mature fish. The seams actually fade with age, and also the spots get smaller. So that's this one. You can see there is the smaller spots, very reduced seams. It doesn't look that much different from the L18. And then the last one, so let's see if this focuses on the different patterning. Well, let's try that side and then closer. So this is L177. So this is also known sometimes under a common name, the Queen Gold Nugget Pleco. It has the larger seams, the larger spots. So that's the L number a lot of people really want. The problem is with all of these, is it going to focus? Come on. No. Difficult to see from this. Yeah, it should have focused. So with all of these L numbers, they don't actually replicate what I've seen from photos, videos of individuals in the wild. Individuals in the wild, so it's kind of like a spectrum. They might fit within these L numbers, but they might be nothing alike. If I sort of, that's if it even wants to just because some of the formalin actually fixes them within a certain shape, so it kind of makes them look or they're not very bendable. The head shape does differ, there's no morphological differences, but it was easy. I tried filming this before and it was easier under that, so I wanted to show a difference in the markings. But this is L81, L18, L177. The size they all grow to the same size, they all lose their seams or practically lose their seams of age, they all get minute spotting. So you might get an older fish and people be like, oh, what L number is mine? But to be honest, you don't know sometimes of age because they end up looking practically the same. The spots are reduced, the seams are almost non-existent, and they end up looking the same. You can see here, here's the 3 main L numbers. But there's another L number. That's L85. So L85 is an adult example of L18. Although I would argue, how can you put forward an adult of L18 when they look the same, all the same as adults? Originally it was believed that L81 grew smaller than the others, but I don't know whether that was based on, there's no proof or succession in that to say that, say, this one grew to this size. So no one knows how big each of these variants can grow, and also nature doesn't reflect these variants either. So there's way more. So you get ones with almost no spots, ones with really broad spots, ones with all sorts of weird coloration, brighter coloration, darker coloration. I think brighter coloration or more yellow colorations usually associated with L18. L81 is just the small spots, the pinprick spots, and this, as it dries, it's like, oh, you can't really see the spotting anymore as it dries, but it's like this guy, no, but they do look completely different as they age. If I put these down, so there's another species very closely located. So these are from the Rio Xingu and related like tributaries from memory. This is another species, so this is very similar, there's only slight morphological differences. So this is Baryancistrus chrysolamus. This is the mango or magnum pleco. I think mango replicates it better. And this is obviously preserved, so the coloration is lost and it does look a lot darker. Normally, as you might have seen, I have 3 in here. I also do have Baryancistrus xanthellus and now I have another one in the other tank. They are more of an olive green colour, but this one is no longer. This is a very stunted individual. It was donated and it had lived a long time in a very small tank with very little food or not the right food. So it is very small, but you can see the mature features and they aren't, I would say, don't even bother trying to sex these fishes. They don't, is it going to focus? They don't really replicate well to what you think of how to sex different lorcas. Odontos, females get large ones, males get large ones. It makes, I would say, not a reliable difference. Body shape, generally an elongated head hints male to female to me, but it doesn't actually always replicate. I've got a female that does look very masculine in body shape. Obviously, stunting's very difficult to, it's a whole nother topic to recover fish from it, but this is the related species and this does look, let's get, does look reasonably similar, and there is slight differences. Obviously this fish might be a different sex. This one, I'd say, because it wasn't stunted, it's very difficult to work out size or sex comparison, but they are very similar. This species does actually have some almost intermediates with Baryancistrus xanthellus, the gold nugget, and it does actually have spotting as well. So this is Baryancistrus Chrysolemus L47. So it's a little bit difficult to work out differences, but I hope that helps a little bit if you're a little bit confused about the different variants. But the main thing I would say, and maybe I never specified in time, these variants of Baryancistrus xanthellus, they replicate the juveniles, but juveniles can be a whole spectrum in between, and they don't always fit into those categories. They can be outside of that, they can be completely different, they can also be an intermediate between the two. As they age, they look more almost like a hybrid between the L81 and the L18. Their seams go, their spots get smaller. That's as they age. So I would say it doesn't matter which one you buy, they look the same as the others as an adult. And I think that's the important thing to take away from that. So anyway, I think I've got to the point of the topic. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please comment, like and subscribe, and thank you.